Here's a 2009 BMW K1300R. This was a model that was actually never imported into the US. It's only here in Canada. So if you ride this into the States, you do get a few looks and inquiries. She's a beautiful bike. She is a big bike, or I would say for bigger people. I'm 6 foot and I feel very comfortable on this. The ergonomics are really quite comfortable. There are a few changes that have helped with that. I'll go into that in a bit here, but the color I think is spectacular. It's called Lava. It is basically an orange, but it has like a gold fleck in there. So even from here, you can see the difference. Where basically here it's the sky, because we're not directly in much sun yet. There's the gold. It looks very nice. Now, as far as ergonomics go, the first thing, it's got lowered foot pegs. So it just gives you that little extra room down there for the legs. And I also added crash bars and put on highway pegs. They fold down. You can just kick them up with your foot and push them down with your foot. They make a huge difference. I can go all day and be comfortable with this thing. The other part of the ergonomics here, the handlebars or grips, there are heli risers, and it raises it up about, well, a little more than an inch. That inch is enough to get a lot of the weight off your wrists. So that makes, again, quite a difference. As far as, well, this isn't directly ergonomics, but the windscreen, this is a BMW standard issue one. It's nothing aftermarket. It works very well for me. I'm just across my shoulders is where the turbulent air is, so my chest is basically protected by this, and my head is in clean air. We've also got up here on either side of the headlight, we've got LED running lights. And one of the pieces of cosmetic, actually I think it's the only real cosmetic thing I did just simply for looks, was this little shroud that goes over the oil cooler directly beneath the headlight there. Other than that, everything's pretty kind of functional. There's that side. We've got the Riches leather seat. Oh, she's also got that quick shifter down there. And oh, if you want to go fast, that thing is really nice. Really nice. It just zooms along. You just hold the throttle open and just shift up and away you go. We've got a new tire. New tire in the front. The back has a little bit of life on it. Not a lot, but there is some there. And the other thing, I'm the second owner of this bike. The one thing, it has a whole package of all the stuff that comes with these kind of bikes these days, except for traction control. So why it doesn't have traction control, I don't know. But I have not found it to be a tremendous loss. So what do we got here? This too, I would also just kind of like to say it's not really a beginner's bike. It's better for somebody that has some experience and is of larger stature, I'd say. I don't know what it would be, 5'11" and up probably would be the ideal range. That's without any alterations here. But she is fast and she is nice. A lot of the reviews at the time thought she was a bit heavy and big. And as far as the sport bike category, yeah, it is. But for bigger people, this really does offer a nice ride. And as far as handling, I found it, boy, once you get into the twisties, this thing locks in. It's like it's on rails. It's very nice. I had no problems with it. I found it still very quick. The one area is the transition can be slow just because of the weight of the thing. But you know, you alter your riding style. Every bike has its own kind of parameters that the designers had in mind. Speaking of which, a lot of people, this is either a love it or hate it sort of bike. It mostly is due to, I think, two things. The headlight, which they've just used from the kind of the GS line. So it's a look. To me, it's neither here nor there. But the other thing is the shroud that's over the front fork there. That is purely for design. It's not covering anything. The basic fork itself does come down relatively straight. It's a bit lumpy, but it comes down straight, relatively straight. Some people have taken it off because they just don't like that look, but I've lived with it, and hey, that's the design of the bike. Let's start her up. That's not oil, it's just not up to temperature. There's not a scratch on this thing. Even if there was, it probably wouldn't show up on a video, but trust me, it's in immaculate condition. Nice reflection of the trees there. There you can see in the nice little highlight of gold. Just get that right angle and the gold fleck comes out. So there it is, 2009 BMW K1300R with its 30,000 kilometer service just done here at BMW Island Motor Works.